In California, a long-simmering debate over transparency, safety, and the public's trust in law enforcement has reached a turning point. State lawmakers have passed a pair of bills that would bar most police officers from wearing masks that hide their faces while on duty. The legislation now sits on Governor Gavin Newsom's desk, and whatever he decides could ripple far beyond the state's borders. The push for new rules began after a series of summer immigration raids in the Los Angeles area. Federal agents, many from ICE, conducted operations wearing ski masks and other face coverings. Community members and local officials said the tactic felt less like professional policing and more like secret police activity, sowing anxiety, especially in immigrant neighborhoods, and making it nearly impossible to distinguish legitimate officers from criminals. Enter Senate Bill 627, nicknamed the No Secret Police Act. Authored by State Senator Scott Wiener, the bill forbids local, out-of-state, and most federal officers operating in California from wearing masks designed to conceal their identity. As Wiener put it, law enforcement should never be easily confused with the guy in a ski mask robbing a liquor store. A companion measure, Senate Bill 805, the No Vigilantes Act, requires officers to display a name or badge number that can be read from a reasonable distance. Both measures reached the governor at the same time, giving him until October 13th to sign them into law or issue a veto. The proposed ban is not absolute. It makes clear that facial coverings remain allowed in several situations: SWAT or other high-risk tactical operations, approved undercover assignments, motorcycle helmets and other safety gear, medical-grade masks such as N95s, and protective equipment for wildfire response, hazardous materials work, or similar emergencies. One carve-out is drawing criticism. State-level agencies, including the California Highway Patrol, are exempt. Supporters call that a pragmatic compromise. Opponents say it undermines the entire effort. Advocates argue the bills are about accountability. If officers can be identified, they say, the public can better trust that any misconduct will have consequences, and criminals will find it harder to impersonate police. They also see the legislation as a direct response to what they view as fear-based tactics used during federal immigration enforcement. Police unions and many rank-and-file officers see it differently. They contend anonymity is sometimes essential for protecting officers and their families from retaliation, doxing, or violence. The Department of Homeland Security, which oversees ICE, has defended mask use on those grounds. Critics of the bills also warned that California may be overreaching by trying to dictate how federal agents operate within the state. Under the U.S. Constitution's Supremacy Clause, federal authority generally trumps state law, a question that could end up in court if the governor signs the measures. Governor Newsom has voiced skepticism in the past about whether California can regulate federal officers this way, but he has also championed police accountability and immigrant protections. His decision will signal how he balances those priorities, and it will likely shape the broader national conversation about what police officers should look like in a democratic society. If signed, these bills would be the first of their kind passed by any state legislature. Lawmakers in other states, as well as in Congress, are already watching closely. Whatever happens in California will set a precedent, either demonstrating a new path toward transparency in policing or reinforcing the limits of state power when it clashes with federal practice. For now, the masks may stay on or come off depending on one signature. The deadline is fast approaching, and the eyes of the nation are on Sacramento.